we have less sun, you want to make sure that all the sun that does come in hits the plant directly. So don't put any plants in the back. You see how there's a shadow casted? You only want it in the front. Okay? Alright, everybody else, I need 2 people to help finish this process of the flowers. Oh, sorry. You guys are going to do the same thing that they did. These are zinnias, the rounded ones. Yes, go. And all you do is just black part. So it doesn't matter if you have this in the back too. You're not grabbing the bag and the big small sandwich bag. Just small. And then these are marigolds. Zinnias go inside one bag, marigolds can go in another. And when it's building up, right there. Marigolds are different. Zinnias, Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you are new to the channel, thanks for coming by. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share this video, and click the notification bell to be notified of when we drop new videos. For those that have already joined the channel, thanks for joining, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be cutting down this peach tree here. The one that I told you guys previously that we were going to chop down. You can see that it's really dead. It has a disease on it, everything. So we're going to chop that down. We're going to remove that tree, whatever that is over there. Then over here in this row, we're also going to be just removing old plants, getting ready to plant our garlic next week, which is going to be the same week that we plant our fruit trees. So you're just going to watch us throughout this whole entire process. All right, over here, students are harvesting the last bit of the tomatoes. Everybody say, "Aww." But these tomatoes lasted all summer long, so it's just time to harvest what we can and go ahead and throw away, well, decompose and recycle and compost everything else. We have another student over here removing other tomatoes and other squash that didn't really make it through the frost that we had, I think, last week, guys. He's going to also remove these zinnias and marigolds to make way for our garlic that's coming next week. That's going to be planted next week, rather.
Are we pulling out the flowers? Oh.
Yeah, pulling out everything. You guys go ahead and grab the good tomatoes off that plant before he puts it in the pile. And then Tiana has the harvest basket. You can put the tomatoes in there. Make sure that the tomatoes are good and not rotten on any side. Yep, it's good. And now I'm going to show you guys the process of me cutting down this tree over here. It shouldn't take too long. We do have our little mini chainsaw that does quite a good job of cutting things down. It should have enough oil in it. Last time I used it, I did put oil in it, and I shouldn't have to put any more. I'm gonna prop you guys up. Okay, that should be good. So the stump has been removed, as well as that other tree that was there. I tried to fill up the hole because the students had to go. So I finished up for them. We just filled up the hole with the dirt that we could get in there. Hopefully that's not a problem for the lawn service that comes out here. They come every other Tuesday. They're supposed to come next Tuesday, so hopefully that hole being there is not a problem for them. They can just go around it. I am, however, you see this stump? Look at how crazy those roots look. That's so cool. But I'm so happy that the students got this up and out of the way as well. I didn't have to put too much work in, thankfully. We're just gonna sit this guy right there. Hopefully it decomposes over the next few years. But yeah, that's the work that's been done. So we prepared this area for next week when we get our fruit trees and bushes. Hopefully we can still plant in that same area. I'm gonna have to ask the people that come out and work with us to get those trees planted, if that's possible. If not, then we'll just move around it. I did want to show you this area over here where the students planted leeks and onions and removed those old tomato plants. So over here, I did want them to leave that one last marigold because I still want at least to have, some type of flowering plants for the bees and butterflies. So we left those, but we removed most of all of the tomatoes. And in the tomatoes spot and flower spot, we planted onions. So right here we have onions in 2 rows. I'm glad I put the markers this time because I would have not remembered where things were planted. We have Walla Walla onions, 2 rows, 2 long rows there. And then 2 rows here we have leeks, which are in the same family as onions. So it just rained yesterday. I'm not going to really water because the ground is still very damp. So I'll come back and water on Thursday. See, it's a butterfly moth over here. So I'm glad we left some of the flowers. But you know, it's cracking down and getting closer to winter. And so we're trying to get most of all of our fall crops started. And before I end this video, I did want to show you guys something very special. So I did try out a little experiment. If you follow us on TikTok, you know what experiment I'm talking about. We have these 2 farm stands in this greenhouse here, 1 and 2. And I'm gonna set you guys down real quick. Hold on. Let me set you down. Okay. Can you see me? I don't think you can. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, so in these farm stands, it's a hydroponic system. So the plants grow with water and nutrients that we put into the farm stand. This is actually a broccoli plant that we planted in one of our trays. And I had this thought, if we're bottom watering, which is the plant sits in a pot like this, and you pour water into the tray and the roots take up the nutrients from the water underneath, if that's a way that we grow our food, why not try to take the plant from the pot and actually put it into the farm stand vessel and have it grow in the hydroponic system? So we tried that, and this broccoli is doing very well. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is week 2 of us doing this experiment. So everything is going very well. I did already have the students today put in more plants that were previously in pots and put them in here. So in another week or so, these will, I would say, I'll give it 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks, these will look like these. Look how full that is. That is crazy. Like, it's amazing that you can grow plants with just water and nutrients. And that's all you need. All right, guys, that's the video. We removed the old fruit trees that were damaged and diseased. We removed all the dead squash and tomato plants that were in the way. In their spots, we planted leeks and onions. We saved more flowers from the old dead-headed flowers that we harvested, I think 3 weeks ago now, last month. Yeah, that's everything right now in the garden. I am going to do a nice good harvest for one of our families because I don't want those plants in the farm stands to get too full too quickly. So we're just gonna take some leaves here and there and deliver it to a family. Next week we have 355 cloves of garlic that we need to plant, as well as plant those fruit trees. So it's going to be a very, very busy week next week. Hopefully I remember to film everything that happens next week, because next week is actually our last day. When I told the students, they were a little, say like, oh. But after this week, it's only one more week till finals and Thanksgiving break, and then right after that, Christmas break. So next week will just be our last week together until next semester. But until the next video, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share this video, click the notification bell, and we will see you on the next video. Or we'll see you later in the garden. Bye.